We got to stop that ridiculous war. Very talented guy. We have very talented people working for us. So we're looking to do a deal with Ukraine where they're going to secure what we're giving them with their rare earth and other things.
Trump wants rare earths because the American economy is highly dependent on Chinese sources, and it's an economic and national security risk. So, reason number one. Reason number two is that there are no so many American companies who are able to mine and produce rare earths within the US. Reason number two. And reason number three is that, I mean, there is Ukraine, and we have these commodities right there. And in order to avoid that the Chinese will take over Ukrainian rare earths commodities and build up potential mines there, it's an option for the Americans. And reason number four is to make the Ukrainians pay for the American military support. So there you see a couple of reasons why Trump wants them, but again, we have to wait. What does it really mean on the ground?
Rare earth elements are not actually rare. They've held on to that name since the late 1700s. They're used in all manner of electronics, technologies, and high-performance alloys. They're often described as the vitamins or the spice of industry because they have, over the past several decades, they've enabled, through advances in material science, our technologies to get smaller and faster and stronger and more resilient.
I do believe that many of those things are correlated. So whether your Samsung health or your energy score against
Now, because the term rare earth elements refers to 17 chemically similar elements that are one right next to the other on the periodic table, that means they're actually very difficult to break apart, to separate, so that you can have a higher concentration pure form of praseodymium or neodymium, for example, which are two elements that are used in high-powered magnets that are used in everything from maglev trains to wind turbines to missiles. So it's really because of the challenges, the heavy energy and resource and pollution risks that are associated with refining rare earth elements, that production has concentrated historically in so few places.
Couple of issues. First of all, our knowledge base on the Ukrainian resources, rare earths, titanium, manganese, and others, is not sufficient. So we need more information about the commodities which are located in Ukraine. First. Second, a huge problem for the US is that there are not so many American companies who are able to mine and to process these rare earth elements, because since almost 2 decades, Chinese companies dominate this sector. So it's easy to say on a political level, let's get these critical elements from Ukraine. But on a practical level, it's not so far clear which companies, Americans, British or German or whatever companies, will be able to do this right now when the war continues?
Because even though the global rare earth supply continues to be relatively stable, with a few exceptions, rare earth elements, because of their strategic significance, do unfortunately tend to feature in broader geopolitical disputes. And so the elements that are under question with respect to Ukraine are currently located in areas that are Russia controlled. Right. And so gaining or regaining access to those deposits, not only for the US, for Ukraine and Western allies, is something that has larger geopolitical significance.
We know so far that Greenland is also very rich, but still mining hasn't started because the government in Greenland is very hesitant about this and sees not only economic potentials, but also risks for their environment there. But it's a similar discussion like in Ukraine, but without war. Main question is who will be first to get access and mine these critical elements, especially rare earths, also uranium and a couple of other elements.